My name is Michael Lange. This is my real name. This is a photo of my real life avatar, which you can see there. And I'm from a little organization in Berlin called Metaversa e.V. It's a non-profit. We are a non-profit organization dealing with political or democratic education and new media. So one of our main projects is a portal for interviews with witnesses of the National Socialism time, young people filming or interviewing these people and putting the videos on this website. This is one project. The project now, which I like to introduce now, is our island in the Teen Grid, called Metaversa Island. It is the first and until this time only Teen Second Life project for German-speaking youth. I don't know if I have to say some things about the Teen Second Life. It's a very little Second Life. I think 1% of the main grid, so maybe 500 or 600 islands. So I think Jean can better talk about this. But we are the first island for German speaking, and we start in November 2007. We have a big cooperation partner. This is Netzcheckers. It's a youth online portal in Germany, financed by the ministry, and they are sponsoring this island for us and for some of our partners. So the partners, especially from Austria and Swiss as well, so Giampiero Laval is here in the audience, and they got little parcels on these islands as well to have educational projects with young people in the Swiss and in Austria as well. Yeah, so our main project, so the idea was first to test some concepts with youth work and youth education on this island, and the first project is called Youth Community Cyberland. The Youth Community Cyberland is a very old project. I started in 1997 to build a youth community in the web. This was based on a two-dimensional chat program called The Palace. It should be famous now because it's always running, and our youth community, this two-dimensional youth community, is always running. And so we have the main goal of this project was to give young people, the teens, the possibilities that they can create their internet environment, their living environment in the internet as well, and participate in creating the rules, creating the rooms, and especially creating their selves, so their avatars. So in 1997 it was one of the first programs where you can create your own avatar, two-dimensional, but it was your own picture. So, and I always look further, look what things are going on in the world, and then came Second Life. So the first idea was, or logically it was, to go to Second Life and go on with this program of the youth community Cyberland. So the idea is that the teens make some kind of self-government on the island, so they have now online votings for the administration group. So there are until now 200 young teens from Germany in this Cyberland community, and they vote for 5 administrators, and the administrators have the right to build on the islands, or can create special interest groups, and yeah. So the first, and we started with online workshops on the island. You've seen a picture from an online workshop here. What we're doing is that we teach special skills for running this community. So communication skills, and we talk about the rules and talk about the infrastructure. Yeah, and on the picture you can see it's not far away from real life workshops with young people. So we have warming up games then, and we have discussions, we have presentations and lectures, all in this online workshop. And it was a real good experience for me to see that it's not far away from the real life workshops I've done with young people. So here the shopping mall is one of the first projects from the youth community. It's because they needed money, so they want to sell their objects and things to make some money. And so obviously it was the mall then the first project. After this they built a kart track and a little game center with games, and we have got a castle now on the island. I don't know what for, but it's very nice. And we've got a sandbox as well, so this is very famous to have a sandbox on the island. And going on up to the shopping mall, there are some projects I initiate. It was, here you can see the homebox contest, so this was very good project as well. So we started this homebox contest and put there a building structure, and everyone can have their room there and build their room. So it was very nice to see which creativity was there to build their own room there in these houses. Very nice. So we've got a weblog. I give you the address later, and you can see some pictures of the home boxes, the rooms inside later. Yeah, this was the homebox contest. On the next picture, yes, okay, it's Jean Linden's office hour. So I'm very glad that we've got a lot of support from especially Jean Linden, who came to our island and have an office hour with the young teens. This was very serious discussion there, and the teens were very shy because there was a Linden online, and yeah, they talk about a lot of things in the teen grid. And yeah, the last slide is showing our web community. Beside Second Life, we've got a web community too, because there are some communication processes which are not very good to have in Second Life. So especially the discussion boards for the administration group, or discussion boards of the shopping group. It's very difficult to realize this in world. So we've got beside this the web community. I think maybe I have 1 minute to tell you something about the Teen Second Life. So Jean Linden isn't there yet, or we can discuss this later. Teen Second Life is always a problem because the idea is to have all the teens there, but maybe, as you know, a lot of teens register here for the main grid because it's more interesting for them. They've got more objects, more freebies. Teen Second Life is very small, so it's always a problem to get the teens on the teen grid, especially for people from abroad. American teens have the possibility to register with their mobile phone number. German teens or teens from abroad have only the possibility to register via credit card or PayPal access, and that is very hard. For the last 6 months, or since January, there were no verification process for the German teens, and so the island filled rapidly, so the community was growing very fast. And what Linden Lab do in the 2 weeks ago is to stop this registration